Is there a God? A question of such supreme importance that some may say the notion of a cockney discussing it via YouTube on a £7 webcam is ludicrous. I agree, but I'll try anyway. First of all, let's decipher what the word God means to believers. To believers, God is an unseen entity, one who got a bit bored one day and decided to make the earth. And it's a wild theory. There are many flaws in science and logic. Directly opposing this theory is the Big Bang theory, and while this has more flags pitched in scientific and logical ground, it is still a theory. But let's move on to more modern arguments. A common argument is, why does God allow such death, destruction, poverty, all these horrible things? Why does he allow them to happen? And you'll get the odd smart ass saying, oh, God works in mysterious ways. Sure, when someone's building a building and the foreman comes on to ask why there's no roof, I don't think that, I'd love to have built a roof, but work in mysterious ways, alright? I don't think that's going to cut it. But then some believers come up with answers and responses that genuinely stop you in your tracks, at least momentarily. They can say, do you think that a bug has any concept of what we as human beings are doing? And an answer like that can make you go, oh. Until you stop and realise that we don't stand on a mother bug's baby just so that she can have an emotional epiphany somewhere down the line. Another common argument is that with the increasing amount of unbelievers on the earth, why doesn't God just show himself to us and prove once and for all that he is real? This is often counteracted with 2,000 years is the equivalent of one day to God. And if that's true, fair enough. God needs more than one day to get his shit together after we went and crucified Jesus. But an answer like that gives you the feeling of just knowingly making things up to conveniently fit your point. It's the equivalent of me creating a religion but telling everyone only I can hear or see our God, and he's telling all attractive females to get naked as fuck and just rock my world. So let's answer the question, is there a God? The answer? I don't know. That's right. You've waited all this time for an I don't know. Do I think there's a God like the one in the Bible? I very much doubt it. Do I think that there could be a godlike entity? I don't know. People see this as sitting on the fence, but let me put it to you like this. Our concept of the world is what we see. We know next to nothing about the universe. All we know is what we've created. Who's to say that life isn't a virtual reality game, and when you die, it's game over and you return to the real world? It's unlikely, sure, but definitely not impossible. And that theory has about as much proof as any God theory. My point is, we don't know enough to definitively say there is a God or there isn't a God. I understand the need for a God, but there's an arrogance in insisting that there is a God, just as Richard Dawkins proves daily that there's an arrogance in insisting there isn't a God. I argue daily about the repercussions of the God theory, like the use of religion to justify prejudice and war, but I try not to come out and say, no, there definitely isn't a God. We need to promote doubt, because doubt will hopefully lead to apathy, and apathy will hopefully lead to us just sitting back and enjoying the time we have on this planet. Thanks for watching.